This is Ryan. And I am Emma. Built in 1975, this steel vessel for the Tasmanian government served as a police and fisheries vessel. She was then converted into a fully functional homely cruiser. This is MV Genesis.
Righty-ho, a few people wanted a tour of the engine room. Some of the friends and family, maybe someone else is interested. Here it is here. So, yeah, it's got twin Cummins 6 BT 5.9M 6-cylinder marine diesels. There's two of them there. Obviously 1 and 2. It's got a bit of a thing going on with the bellows there that's getting repaired, so that's what that missing bit's all about. Got the pumps down here. This one here is for seawater cooling for the rear deck fridge, the Eutechnic fridges, which is over here. You've got, it's air cooled, and you have the option of turning on the pump to run water through it to help it cool down. I guess if you're on a long steam somewhere and it's hot in here, you want to get the most out of the cooling for that, you have that option. Go back to the other pumps, and then we've got the other two pumps here which are for the air conditioner. The air conditioning units are over here. You've got one in the main cabin, and then the other one is split between the front cabin, which is much smaller, and the area where the daybed is and that sort of thing. Above it there is the stainless steel hot water cylinder, obviously for the hot water throughout the boat. What else do we have? We have the cooling ducts here. I've installed the ducting so it's not just blowing down from the top there, because obviously air can be lazy and it'll just travel along the ceiling and go straight out the extractor fan over there as opposed to circulating through. I made them, I got them out of the thinner ducting that's not so rigid, and that allows you to unclip it from where it is blowing below the motor, and you can lift it up out of the way. So obviously if you want to work on the other side of the engine, you don't have, you know, you're not going to crush that, it's not going to get in your way, that sort of thing. Got spare oil down there. There's a large Raycor filter there for when you're transferring the fuel from the main tanks to the day tank that's here. You can obviously see there's a big stainless steel day tank there. It's 800 litres if you fill it right up to the top of the inspection cap there. If you undo that, if that's what you want to do, or the last mark that we've put on the sight glass there is the 750. We have the generator box here. Just done the engine mounts in there. That's all insulated box, and the generators in there. I've made that out of all thick stainless steel with a lot of stuff on the boat. It's all been changed out, I guess, over time. Stainless steel. I've got the new fan there that wasn't working when we brought the boat, and obviously that's down low there and it's pulling the air into the generator box there to help with cooling it, and then up, don't know if you can see up the top there's a hole out there, so then it draws it through the cabinet, and it's obviously getting taken out of the extraction fan there. There's a look at all the steering gear down there, that sort of stuff. And over here, the one with the stainless steel lines here, that's the hydraulic pump that does the back marlin board that you can raise up and down. probably link in the video of showing that ram that's up on the roof. The stainless steel lines run all the way to the roof, and run that. Got the Victron Multi Plus 2 over there inverter. It's a 5,000 watt inverter. That's running the power through the boat. We have lithium house batteries up here with room to add some more, and we have the starter batteries there. You can charge the batteries obviously through the generator when you're not plugged into shore power, and as well as the generator we've got the DC to DC chargers that are charging when you've got the engine running. This here isn't hooked up. This is obviously for transferring fuel from the tank. It's not hooked up. Someone previously had an idea of having this boat and then had a smaller game fishing boat, I believe, and the theory was they'd be able to pull the hose out here, out through that tap over to the side of the boat, and fuel that up when they were out wide or whatever they were doing. Yeah, what else? Oh, we got the old autopilot pump over here. That's sitting down over there. Got spare oils, coolant down there. This is the oils and coolant that that's in use for topping up anything that needs to be topped up, the hydraulic and the engine oil and the open coolant there. It's got a container down here that if I suck anything out of the bilge, any oil or changing filters, and you know you've got that little bit of leftover diesel when you're doing that, it can all tip in there and then it can be disposed of properly. I suppose I can go around here. A bit more storage down around here. Another container in case, waste container there, and then we've got more spare coolant. We've got greases, that sort of thing stored down here in these containers. Got the Karcher water blaster that's down in the back of there, and that's what provides the pressure for the water maker. It's an Australian water maker's unit that's there, so that runs off a water blaster as the main pressure pump. Obviously got all the exhaust hairs going up and out because the engine's a dry stack. Yeah, that's about it. The time that we've owned the boat, I've obviously sat down here. This is my spot where I've sat down and had a beer or a cold drink and looked around and followed wires and slowly checked out everything so I can get an understanding of what's going on and what's happening, and yeah, slowly getting there. Oh, just to add, over here we have a freshwater hose that comes into the engine room, I guess in case you got serious enough or something got dirty enough and you wanted to degrease something and then hose it down with fresh water, and then yeah, you can obviously get down underneath these covers here to get to that bilge and suck it out with the wet vac so it doesn't go overboard. Yeah. Oh well, that's what it is. That's what we got.